Hey everyone, John here, and now it is time to understand backwards compatibility because we now know pretty much everything. So before we go into each specific title, let's first talk about the upgrade packs which were in the Direct. These become Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games, and if you've got Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack, you get Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom upgrade packs included. So if you've got those games already, you'll have the Switch 2 versions if you've got NSO Plus Expansion. But what if you want to buy them on their own? Well, we've got the Japanese prices right here, and they come to around $10 with no new content and $20 with new content. So as you can see here, Kirby's got a new campaign there, Mario Party Jamboree's got a brand new mode, so they go above just having performance upgrade. There's more to them. And with Mario Party Jamboree, there are new mouse modes. You can use the camera. It goes to 1440p in resolution, in addition to the frame rate and resolution generally being enhanced. With Breath of the Wild, you get faster load times, HDR, better frame rates, better resolution, the Zelda Notes app. Same thing for Tears of the Kingdom. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, brand new story, visually enhanced, improved frame rates. It's weird that they specify this for Mario Party, but not the other games. And then Pokemon Legends, just better frame rates, better resolution. And Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, we have a bit more there. You've got mouse controls, better resolution and frame rates. For performance mode, there's 120 frames per second at 1080p. Or just 4K at 60 FPS if you want them, and HDR. So these are genuinely really cool. But there's more. We actually know of more games that are getting patched. So if we go right here, this one right here, on the Japanese website, which I've translated here, we have around 11 more games which are being confirmed to get patches, and they are ARMS, Captain Toad, Mario Odyssey, Bowser's Fury, Clubhouse Games, Link's Awakening, Echoes of Wisdom, Game Builder Garage, Mario Bros. U Deluxe, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and Big Brain Academy. A very odd selection here, especially Mario U Deluxe and not Mario Wonder, but these will likely get new content as well. It says we'll keep you informed about detailed contents in an update at a later date. So these are confirmed to be getting resolution and frame rate enhancements. Great for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I imagine Game Builder Garage will get mouse support and a few other ones here. But yeah, these games will live. ARMS lives on forever! Very cool for Link's Awakening and Echoes of Wisdom to get better performance, in particular, as well. Now, what about the actual game compatibility itself? Well, out of all Nintendo games, most of them are supported, other than, let's see, VRKit. Labo VR will not be supported. That's the one game out of 122 Nintendo games that is not supported, and the reason for that is because you have to physically put your Nintendo Switch in the VR headset, and the Switch 2 is simply bigger. It won't fit in the Labo VR headset, so that's not compatible. Now, what about these games over here? These require you to sync a Joy-Con 1. So if you want to play any of these games, including these 3 Labo games, so if you want to play any of these, you've got to sync your Joy-Con 1. Even though the Switch 2 wouldn't fit into the cardboard cutout for the piano or the vehicle or the house, but still works. But yeah, it's strange how you need it for... Oh, Switch 2 controllers do not fit in the leg straps, so it's only possible to play soccer shootout using a Switch 1 Joy-Con. Makes sense. Okay, so we know Nintendo pretty much full support. Third parties, that's not the case. So no issues only encompasses this many games. Quite a small amount. Games can be started but need further tests to progress, and then we've just got games which do not work at all, which is a very small amount. So let's take a quick look at these right over here. So these are games with the compatibility issues on Switch. Games that are playable but have some issues. So these will work, but will have some issues. Let's take a look and see if there's any big ones in here. My buddy Tetris the Grandmaster has issues. Fall Guys, big one, has issues. Harvestella has issues. Oh, my lovely Harvestella. Mega Man Legacy Collection. Odd. There's some odd ones in it. Oh, Street Fighter 30th Anniversary. So this isn't that extensive. There's a few problematic ones here. But when you look at things like Fall Guys, or games like, let's see, like Street Fighter, these only have minor issues, the issues being investigated. These aren't a big deal. These boot fine, they'll likely be fixed, and some of them will likely get Switch 2 versions anyway. But then we look back a page, if we go to games with startup issues. Now this encompasses quite a lot of them. So let's take a look through here. Which ones have startup issues? And let's see, which biggies are we looking at here? A few arcade archives. Not seeing any... Oh, Doom Eternal's a pretty big one. Fitness Boxing's art because Nintendo publish it. So far, nothing like crazy. Like Little Nightmares, that's one we don't want to have issues. Plants vs. Zombies. Rocket League. Rocket League's a very big one, but that's probably going to get a Switch 2 version anyway, so it's not like the biggest deal. South Park. The Jackbox games, well, 2 of them anyway, have issues. Travis Strikes Again, that's a pretty big one. Warframe, huge one. I'm sure that's probably also going to get a Switch 2 version. Wolfenstein 2. Oh, not Senran and Kagura Reflections. So this isn't as bad as it seems. Like, there's some big games in there, but it's not so bad. But as you can see, nothing is not compatible, but there are issues starting up a few of them. And then we've got this one, which is just the tiny bit above here. And then the games can be started, but need further tests. So it is a big shame that out of all third-party games, only, like a quarter of them, a fifth of them, can just be boot up and have no issues whatsoever. Whereas these ones, everything here, game can be started, but further tests needed to progress. And does that mean that they won't work? That's the other thing. Hopefully they all work, because that's a pretty substantial amount of the library. But at least for now, you can know that all your Nintendo games, other than Labu VR, will function. There's no issue there. Third parties, a little bit more of the Wild West. But at the very least, it's a very small amount of games which actually have full-on compatibility issues, but a pretty substantial amount which need further tests. So let me know what you think about this. What do you think about the upgrade packs? What do you think about the games which they didn't show here, such as Captain Toad getting brand new stuff? Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and we will keep you up to date with a lot more Switch 2 stuff as it unravels. New news is just spouting out all over the place. What do you mean Mario Kart World is $80? Man, thank you for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.